hear what I'm hearing on this National/International Women's Day. Resurrected the old Women's March playlist from 2017. I cannot believe it's been that long. If you'd like to listen to what I'm listening to at the same time, let's begin in 3, 2, and 1. Extended child's pose, guys. Toes come together to touch, knees nice and wide on the mat. Surrender your forehead down, close your eyes. Take a big breath into your nose. Huge open mouth exhale. 2 more times. Big breath in. Surrender, let it all go, gang. 1 more time. Big breath in. Let it go. Lifting the forehead off the mat. Reach your arms off to the right side of your mat. Find that left side body stretch. As you maybe rest your left hand on top of your right. Let your forehead come down once again. And try to extend through your fingertips. Maybe you'll feel that in your shoulders and your armpits. If it's too much, put a little bend in the elbows. Let the forearms rest. Feels okay. Reach through once again. Pressing into the floor. Come back through the center. Take your left hand off the mat. Put the right hand right next to it. If it feels okay, rest the right hand on top. The left forehead comes down. Again, you can reach the fingertips away or let the elbows rest. Be mindful, whichever direction you're reaching your fingertips, let your sits bone also reach the opposite. Press palms into the mat, make it back to the center. Forehead comes down, fingertips reach way to the top. Palms come off the mat, come onto the fingertips, breathe into your shoulders. Palms flat on the mat, elbows come a little closer towards the face. Go ahead and allow the palms to come together up and overhead, and then bend the elbows, take the prayer behind the head as you reach the elbows toward the top of your mat, breathe into your triceps. Big breath in. Exhale it all out. Hands to the mat. Hands come either side of the face. Come to sitting on your heels and slowly begin to transition to all fours. We'll warm up that spine as we cycle through those cats and cows. Dropping the belly, bringing the gaze forward. Rounding the spine, bringing the ears to the biceps. Now close your eyes and cycle through a couple times, sinking a little bit deeper. In each consecutive cat and cow. That third or fourth cat pose, hold. Gaze into the belly button, come up onto the fingertips, press your floor away. And slowly release, palms flat on the mat. Let's turn both hands, fingertips to face the back of your space. Too much on the wrist. As always, just take those fingertips to the side. And without doing anything, just let your hips sink towards the heels. Don't need a cat or cow or anything special. Stretching out the front of those forearms. And then stacking the joints in the arms. If it feels okay, with your fingertips facing the back of your space, cycle through those cats and cows with the palms flat and the fingertips facing the back of your mat. Close your eyes. Changes the stretch in the shoulders, still continues to get the stretch in the forearms. And release. All 10 fingers face the front of your space. Back of the hand on the mat. Palm faces up, hips to the heels, and I'll give the wrist a stretch. And switch and do the same thing on the other side. And release. Pressing the mat away, curl the right toes under, give it a little stretch, then give the right leg a float as you circle the ankle. Keep that right glute drop, left arm floats as it feels all right for you. Extend ankle circles if you like. Inhale, raise that arm and leg a little higher. Exhale, reach back, see what you can find. Maybe grabbing onto that foot. Giving that right hip flexor a nice stretch. Keep the toes to the ceiling. Press the foot away. And release. Roll it out. And same thing on the other side. Curl left toes under. Breathe into the back of the legs. Joint stack in the arms. Float the left leg. Keeping the glutes in one line. Maybe float that right arm. Wrist, ankle circles if it feels good. Inhale. Exhale, belly's tight. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, raise that arm and leg a little higher. Exhale, reach back, see what you can find as you bring your gaze up. Kick the foot into the hand, breathe into the shoulder, kick the toes to the ceiling, get that hip flexor stretch, and slowly release. Roll it out. Eventually, toes are going to curl under, hips are coming to the heels, hands come a little closer. Joint stacking the arms, lift the knees off the mat. Let's stay right here. With that gaze down, imagine that you're really pressing the floor away from you. Relax your jaw, let the knees hover just a little closer towards your mat. And then straighten out your legs, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Deep bend in the right knee as you work your left heel to the mat. And then you do the same thing on the other side. And switch. And switch. Both heels sink. Inhale, gaze to your hands, come forward, high plank. Ooh, exhale, press it back, let it feel good. Inhale brings you forward into high plank. Exhale presses you back downward facing dog. One more time, bring it on forward. And press it on back. Take the feet a little wider, walk the hands towards the feet. Let's grab opposite hand to opposite elbow. Pretty severe bend in your knees. Your chest rests on your thighs. Notice how your shoulders might feel. Pay attention to what it feels like from your sits bones all the way back down the hammies, behind the knees, down to the ankles. And see if you can slowly, as you hang out here, straighten the legs ever so slightly. Too tight, deeper bend comes right back to the knees. Nod your head yes. Take a look right, left. Change the interlacing and find that body pendulum swing side to side. Eventually we meet back in the center, drop the arms, heavy head, bend the knees, let's roll it on up. One vertebra stacks on top of the other, give your shoulders a roll at the top, and reverse. Go ahead and slowly walk to the front of your space. As always, I'm going to turn and face you. Bring your hands into prayer position at heart center, close your eyes. So you ground down to the four corners of your feet. Shift your weight back onto your heels, lift your toes up, spread them out, set them down one at a time. Already starting to engage the muscles in the thighs as you plant one toe down at a time. Plant those roots. Take the breath up into the belly as you press the belly button a little closer to the spine, shine your heart, roll your shoulder blades down your back, stand tall. Find that Ujjayi breath, those inhales and exhales through the nose, little constriction in the back of the throat. Can you give your practice a little rhythm? Maybe today, on this National Women's Day, find that one woman you know might need a little extra love today, a little gratitude, a little appreciation. Exhale that with your next breath. Blink your eyes up and arms at your sides. Roll out the shoulders, roll out the wrists, palms face the front. 3 times. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And fold. Inhale, reverse. Grab the heart. Inhale, sweep. Let's fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold a little deeper. Inhale, reverse. Turn to the heart. Last time, take it down. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step your feet back. High plank and hold, press your mat away. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Glide back down dog. Press your heels to the mat. Hands come a little closer to the toes. Inhale, gaze to the hands. Bend your knees, step or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse. And prayer to the heart. Inhale, sweep it up, see your thumbs up and overhead. Let's swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step or jump your feet back. Come in low. Transitioning your way through your chaturanga till you meet in down dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, gaze to your hands. Bend your knees, step or jump your feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse. And prayer to the heart. So let's do it again. And fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands. Chaturanga, down dog. Breath in, breath out. Holding your down dog. Let it all go. Inhale, right leg high. Bend your knees, sweep your foot between your hands. Slowly, shoulders out of ears. Come on up, crescent lunge. Breath in, sink in. Breath out. I want you to get a nice stretch in that left hip flexor. Gaze forward. Relax your shoulders. Breath in. Breath out. Sink a little lower. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come down. Maybe step or float your right leg. Chaturanga. Down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Left leg high. Bend your knees, sweep your foot between your hands. Coming into crescent lunge on the other side, maybe starting hands on your hips. Stretch and breathe into that right hip flexor. Relax your shoulders down your back as you reach your right heel back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more breath here. Hands come down to frame the foot, step or float that left leg, chaturanga. Down dog. Breath in. Breathe it on, out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gaze to your hands. Bend your knees, step your feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Switch it up. Inhale, chair pose. Arms forward, shoulder blades in. Sit a little lower. Sit back rather than just sitting lower. See your toes. Slide your biceps up and resist the urge to sway the low back. Lift your toes up. Set your toes down, lower. Sit. Breathe. Hold. 5. Hold. 4. Hold. 3. 2. Straighten up, palms meet. Press your hips to the front. Exhale, bring it through the heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hand, step or jump it back as you move through your chaturanga and maybe in down dog. Breath in, breath out. Hands a little closer to the toes. Inhale, right toes high. Bend your knees, sweep your foot between your hands. Inhale, come into your crescent lunge and relax your shoulders down your back. Inhale, let your palms touch. Exhale, prayer to the heart. You like an open twist, left arm forward, right arm back. I'm going to encourage you to stay in that prayer position. Inhale, long spine. Go ahead and revolve your crescent lunge. Left tricep comes outside that right thigh. Slowly work the thumbs a little closer to the heart as you reach the heel back. And then sink into that front knee so that that right thigh is parallel with your floor. Breathe. Each exhale. Twist a little deeper, maybe challenge the balance. Bring the gaze to the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come on up, crescent lunge. Bring your gaze up as you reach your fingertips to the ceiling. Walk the fingertips a little further across the ceiling. Find the baby back bend. Breath in. Hands to the mat. Step or float your right leg. Chaturanga. Down dog. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left toes high. Bend your knees, sweep your foot between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, revolve. Work your thumbs to the heart. And breathe. Keep reaching the left heel back. Keep sinking into that front knee to get your alternate stretch, to get in deep to your pose. Challenge your balance by bringing your gaze to the ceiling. Thigh into tricep, tricep pressing into thigh. 3, 2, slowly transition. Come back to the center. Sweep your arms up. Walk your gaze. Breathe. 3, 2, gaze forward, hands frame the foot, step, float, left leg, chaturanga. Let's gather in, down, dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gaze to your hands. Bend your knees, step your feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. From here, sweep those arms up and right back into your chair pose. Reach your biceps to the sky, relax your shoulders down your back. Nice, good form. Weights in your heels, and then sit your toes back down, sit a little lower. Inhale, palms come together to touch. Bring that prayer right to the heart. Inhale, long, gorgeous spine. Revolve. Try and find your prayer twist. Yes, work thumbs to the heart, sink the hips. Gets a little more into your wings here. I'm going to turn and face you as I'm turning to the right. Sometimes it helps. Make a fist with the bottom arm. We've done that. Bottom hand. We've done this before. Wrap the present and then really twist even deeper. Lift the tummy off the thighs. Maybe open up those arms for 3 and 2 and 1. Slowly straighten up palms, knee press your hips to the front of your space. Big breath in. Exhale, prayer comes right through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step, jump it back, move through your chaturanga, and meet me in down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right leg high. Bend your knees, sweep your foot between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, bring the prayer to the heart. Inhale, long spine. Revolve your crescent lunge. Thumbs to the heart. Left heel reaches back. Gaze to the ceiling. Open up the arms. 3 and 2. Now you can stay here and slowly lift on up, or take the extra challenge by coming into your open twist. Maybe you're already here. Hold. 3 and 2. Let that right arm come down and up. Come into your crescent lunge where we began. Breathe, sink a little lower. 3 and 2. Come into your warrior 2. Get nice and low. Relax the shoulders. Let's start with palms facing the front and back of your space. Really work the fingertips towards your ears so you're activating your forearms. Sit a little lower. Now turn those palms to face down, or fingertips to face down. Breathe. Turn them up. Point them down, and up, and down. One more each way. Let's breathe. Take a big breath in, or reach to the front and back of your space. Exhale, extend it. Fingertips to the sky. Let's start. Elbow on the knee. Bicep drops. Fire up that back leg. Reach those left fingertips. Want to add a little extra? Sink into your front knee and float those arms. Breathe. Hold 5. Hold 4. Woo. And 2. Come on up. Straighten out the front leg. Reverse your triangle. Let's breathe. 3 and 2. And 1. Begin to bend your front knee, curl your hands down. Step or float right leg. Chaturanga. Down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left toes high. Bend your knees, sweep your foot between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Inhale, long spine. Let's revolve that crescent lunge. Reach the right heel back, thumbs to the heart. Thigh pressing into the right tricep, tricep into the thigh. Maybe open up those arms. breathe, breathe, 2, breathe, and 1. When you're ready, see what happens if you lift up in your twist. Inhale, relax your shoulders. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, left arm slowly begins to transition as you come all the way up into your crescent lunge. Big breath in. Exhale, warrior 2. Yes. Let's turn the palms up, relax the shoulders, sink a little further into the front knee as the knee tracks to the pinky toe, working to get that thigh parallel with your floor. So maybe widening the stance a little bit more. Yes, relax or roll out those wrists, whatever you need to do to relax those shoulders, and then find your first warrior 2. Ooh, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Hello. Extended side angle. Let the bicep come up and over. Take your shoulder out of your ear. Roll that right shoulder on top. Maybe bring your gaze to your ceiling. Try not to put too much pressure on that front leg with that elbow. Feel okay here. Ooh, sweep it up. Palms face. Breathe 3. Breathe 2. Breathe 1. Root down through your front foot. Let's slowly begin to reverse your triangle. So giving that front leg a break by striking the leg. Breathe. 3, 2. Bend the front knee. Cartwheel the hands down. Pivot on the back. Step, float left leg. Chaturanga. Lowering down with the heart. Down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gaze to your hands. Bend your knees, step your feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's reverse straight leg all the way up. And prayer to the heart. As the prayer comes to the heart, find your chair pose. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, prayer twist the other direction. Remember, fist wrap. Use it. Sink your hips. Then you open up. Let's breathe. Weights in your heels. 5, 4, 3. Twist deeper. 2, and 1. Straighten up. Palms meet. Breath in. Exhale. Prayer through the heart. Inhale. Halfway lift. Plant your hand. Step. Jump it back. Chaturanga. Down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right leg high. Bend your knees, sweep your foot between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, revolve the crescent lunge. Inhale, thumbs to the heart. Exhale, hold. Inhale, open up the arms. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lift into your twist. Exhale, hold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. Take a big breath in. Let's find your extended and hold. Sink in the front knee. Gaze up. 3, 2, 1. Straighten your front leg. Let's reverse that triangle. 3, 2. Bend your knee. Cartwheel hands down. Step, float. Right leg. Chaturanga. Down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, left leg high. Bend your knees, sweep your foot between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, revolve. Inhale, thumbs to the heart. Exhale, open and hold. Breath in. Breathe it on out. Let's find the twist on the inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Take a big breath in. Let's find the extended and breathe. Hold 3. Hold 2. And 1. Let's reverse that triangle. 3, 2. Bend your front knee, curl down. Step float left leg. Chaturanga. Down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gaze to the hands. Bend your knees, step your feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Let's fold. Let's reverse. And prayer to the heart. Take a breath in through your nose. Open off, exhale. Nice and slowly, find your chair. Inhale, long spine. Prayer twist. Thumbs to the heart. Gaze to the ceiling, sink your hips. Open up the arms. Sink a little deeper. Prayer to the heart. Gaze to the feet. Lift your left heel. Hover. Set it back. Take some time to roll balls. Reach your left heel back, thumbs to the heart. Open up the arms. Exhale here. Inhale up. Exhale here. Inhale, reach down and up. Exhale, warrior two. Big breath in. Let's find that funky extended and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, straighten front leg, reverse your triangle. Both hands to the thighs. Shoulder roll. Bring that back foot in. Reach the fingertips to the front and back. Let's Trikonasana. Keep reaching. Find a nice extension in your inner right thigh. Right arm down, left arm up. I'm going to drop that bicep right away because it feels so good on my shoulders. Then I'm going to roll my shoulder as I bring my gaze to the ceiling. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Flip the top arm, palms meet. Hold 3. Hold 2. Come on up. Prayer to the heart, heels in, toes up. Get low in your goddess. Let's marinate. So swaying side to side will help this, right? Let's breathe. Inhale. Let shoulders exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Float your arms on up. Relax shoulders on down. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly hinge. Let your chest be parallel with your floor. Feel it here. Relax your shoulders. Try to maybe tilt the feet just a little closer together. I want you to think about taking your arms down, make a little cross with the arms. Or if you need to use the floor, please go ahead and do so. Lift your heels up. Let's breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Straighten up. Take the 2 to the back. Inhale, flip your front palm. Little reverse warrior prep. Take a breath in. Hands to the mat. Step foot right leg. Chaturanga down, down. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gaze to the hands. Bend your knees, step your feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Let's fold. Inhale, reverse. Prayer to the heart. Prayer to the heart also means that chair. Inhale, long spine. Prayer twist. Knees line up. Hips sink. And thumbs to the heart. Open up the arms. Sink a little deeper. Prayer to the heart, gaze to the feet. Right heel to the glute. Right heel steps back. Revolve your crescent lunge. Breathe. Open up the arms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Take a big breath in. Let's reach. Inhale. Reverse the triangle. Exhale. Hands to the thighs, shoulder roll. Maybe bring the back foot in. Trikonasana. Reach your left fingertips forward. Feel that lengthening in the inner left thigh. And then slowly begin to transition into your variation of triangle. Right hip stepping on top of the left, grabbing into the shin of the block. Finding breath. Challenging yourself. Let's breathe. 5,
4, 3, 2, lift it up. Hands to the thighs, heels in, toes out, maybe walk a little slower or closer together as you marinate down. Yes, breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Let your left arm reach up and over. Breathe into the left side body. Gaze up. Try the other side. Gaze up. Hands to the thighs, shoulder roll. Breath in, right shoulder, left knee. Or maybe the other side, doesn't matter because we're going to get to the other side eventually. Come back to the center, stretch the other side. Try not to let your knees buckle in as you do so. Inhale, straighten up, palms meet. Prayer to the heart. Let the knees track to the pinky toes. Take the hands behind the ears, elbows press the wall behind you. Slowly just let your right elbow come towards your right knee. And center. And try the other side. Little faster, center. And right. Center. Deep left, sit a little lower in the legs. Center. And right. Center, press your elbows to the wall behind you. And left. One more each side. Center. And slowly straighten up. Take your two with your left foot forward. Inhale, flip. Reverse your warrior. Big breath in. Hands to the mat, step float left leg. Chaturanga. Down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gaze to your hands. Bend your knees, step your feet between your hands. Come down onto your seats. Flex your feet. Put your toes toward your face. Put your arms, palms up. And roll around down. A little back to mat. A little bit middle back to the mat. Don't let your wings lay down. Toes to the face, fingertips to the toes. Lift a little higher. Let's pulse. 10, 9, hardly any movement. 8, gaze up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, and release. Point the toes, arms up and overhead. Big breath in, bend the knees. Bring the soles and heels of the feet together to touch into Supta Baddha Konasana. Fingertips rest behind the head without interlacing. Elbows stay pressed behind you, just like we did in that goddess horse pose. Take a moment, press your belly to your spine, spine to the mat, pelvis lift up. Feet press together. Inhale, peel up your head, neck, and your chest. Adjust. Find your sweet spot where you're not using your neck muscles, but your abdominal muscles to lift. And slowly lower down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and hold at your highest point. Keep your elbows wide, bring your gaze up. Relax your jaw, gang. Let's pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on to 1. Let's float those ankles, lift a little higher. Breathe with me. Let's pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on to 1. Reach the arms through. Little pulses. 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, hold on to 1, reach. Take the ankles down, keep reaching. Relax your jaw. 10 more pulses, go. 10, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on to 1. Head down, arms up and overhead. Extend through your toes, wiggle out those fingers, circle out the wrists. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Bend your knees. Keep the soles and heels of the feet and the knees together, touching. Drop your knees to the right. If you drop them to the left, it's all good because we'll do the other side. Fingertips behind the head. Work in the obliques. I want you to lift straight up, not lifting the left elbow to the ceiling. Keep the elbows wide, lift straight up. And pulse at the top. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on the 1, reach your left fingertips forward. Lift up a little higher. Let's pulse. When you're ready. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on the 1, both hands behind the head, lift a little higher, press your knees together, and release. Quick momentary stretch. Reach through the fingers and toes, bend the knees, soles, heels together, knees stay together, drop the knees to the left, do the opposite of what you did last time. Fingertips behind the head, keep the elbows wide, lift on up. Find your pulse. As you lift, so you're working the right side, the right obliques, or if your knees are on the other side, you know, you got the picture. Pulse. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, press your knees together. 3, 2, hold on the 1, reach your right arm forward, fingertips reaching towards the end of your mat. Lift a little higher. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Bring your gaze up. Use left of your neck. 3, 2. Hold on the 1. Fingertips behind the head. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on the 1. And release. Fingertips up and overhead. Big breath into your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Nice and slowly bend your knees. Ankles below your knees line up with your hips, arms are at your sides. Unless you're ready to go into full back bend, then your fingertips face the shoulders as palms come to the floor. Transitioning a little counter stretch to our core work. Let's lift up, finding your bridge or full wheel with or without the support of a block. Take a moment to catch your breath. Let the abdominals absorb that goodness. Breathe. If you're in a supported bridge, holding the block, lifting one or both toes to the ceiling. Big breath in, breath out. Meeting eventually with our spines ironed out onto the mats, knees to the chest. Cross the legs, right over left or left over right, doesn't matter to me. I want you to slowly begin to rock and roll, massaging that spine, coming all the way up to the seat, and rocking back and forth a couple more times. Yeah, breathe. Inhale, and exhale. Eventually, I want you to come to that seat, not to jump back. Uncross the legs, grab onto your toes, float those toes. See if you can keep knees bent with the calves parallel with your floor. Let's breathe. See what happens if you straighten through one leg, pressing that heel to the space in front of you. Let's try the other side, and breathe. Both legs come together. What happens if you try both? See if you can slowly straighten. Maybe you're gonna rock back, maybe you're gonna fall out, doesn't matter. Breathe. If you're straightening out the legs, bend the elbows and pull the shins towards your forehead and see what you got. Come to sitting nice and tall, straddle those legs and see what you got. I want you to rock and roll back and forth again in your straddle. Maybe your knees are bent a little bit, that's cool too. But see what happens if you straddle that rock and roll and see if you can come right back up again. Try it a couple times. One more time, we're gonna hold that straddle at the top. And bring the knees back together and release. Yes. Shoulder roll. Let's keep the knees bent, fingertips come behind you, reversing that tabletop. Want you to breathe into your shoulders as you peel up your pelvis, your belly, and your chest. See if you can make that table. Yeah, bring your gaze to your ceiling. Make sure that you walk the feet out so the ankles are below the knees, lift the hips higher. Walk the gaze, take a look at the wall behind you, breathe into those shoulders. Press your mat away. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, gaze to the ceiling, bring the gaze forward. Slowly begin to lower your hips, bend your elbows straight back. Straighten them up, lift your hips. Elbows straight back. Lift your hips, straighten out. Bend the elbows straight back. Lift your hips, straighten out. Now you can stay here in your reverse tabletop, or you can slowly bend the elbows, let your hips hover. Keep working your elbows toward each other. Yeah, working the triceps a little bit, stretching into the shoulders. Press down, up, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take a seat. Wrap your arms around, right hand's gonna grab left wrist. Sit super tall. And then around the spine, bring your gaze into your belly button. Take a breath. Gazing in toward the belly button. Maybe coming up onto the tiptoes. Maybe floating the toes as you find that little bit of a cat stretch here. Big breath in. Let's reverse that plank. Straighten out the legs, point the toes. Press the floor away. Fingertips face the glutes. Press up. I want you to really hyper point your toes. See if you can get them to reach the floor and not get a calf cramp like I just did. Breathe. Keep breathing, retire. 5, 4, retire. 3, 2, gaze forward, let your glutes come down. I want you to come down onto your forearms. Begin to slide your hands underneath the top part of your glutes. Yeah. Keeping those toes pointed. I'm going to walk my heels a little bit closer toward my body as my hands slide further down into my pockets. Yeah. Gaze to the ceiling. Gaze to the wall behind me. See if the crown of my head can make its way to the floor. If you've got a block, maybe that's the alternative. Huge throat opener, huge heart opener. Breathe. Point to your toes. Lift your heart. And slowly release. Let your back come down onto the mat. Let your arms come at your sides. Bring your knees into your chest. Let your knees go to the right as you gaze to the left. And knees to the left as you gaze to the right. Taking it back to the center. Flex your feet, bring your arms at your sides. Palms facing down. Heels to the ceiling, toes curled toward the face. Really press that belly into your low back into your mat. Separate your feet. Where's your breath? Embrace the shape. If you need to give your legs a little support, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, really just keep reaching those heels to the ceiling. Relax your shoulders. Maybe bring your chin a little closer to your chest. Adding a little flare, begin to lower that right leg, let it hover over your mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, point your toe, lift it up. Let's switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, lift it up. Let's switch. Hold down. 2, 1, lift it up. Let's switch. 2, 1, lift it up. Let's switch with this time lowering both toes. See if you can keep your low back glued to the mat. When your low back starts to come off the mat, I want you to let the toes stay where they are at, let the legs stay where they're at, and see if you can press your low back to the mat. Say hello to your hip flexors for 3, 2, and release. Take your knees wide, circle out those ankles. Circle the legs all the way around back into Supta Baddha Konasana. Let your right hand to your heart, left hand to your belly. Let the exhale come as your elbows relax. March 2021. What a difference a year makes, gang. Whew. Take a breath in. Let that breath go. Hands come to the outside of the legs. Lift the knees back together to touch. Bring your arms at your sides. Palms facing down. I want you to press your mat away as you bring your knees in towards your chest. Use that leverage, that pressing away to lift the hips up and bring the knees to your forehead. Before you do anything, shimmy your shoulders, either side. Then I slowly want you to just straighten out your legs and see if you can get your toes to touch your floor. And from here on out, keeping the eyes closed or keeping the gaze up. As you walk your shoulders underneath, maybe your arms come a little closer together, you interlace them. Press your heels away from you, or if you prefer pointed toes, that's cool too. I want you to try and extend your legs straight behind you as we take a moment to breathe in our plow pose. Rather than forcing the toes so far behind you, let the knees just fall a little closer to the chest. It might be easier in the middle of the back. Don't forget to keep the breath moving. And then if you're ready for that shoulder stand, bend your elbows, hands come to the low back, lift your toes to the ceiling. Shimmying shoulders underneath. Now, at any point in time this does not serve you, legs up the wall is a beautiful alternative. See if you can shimmy enough to get your shoulders, your hips, your knees, and your ankles in one line. Take a breath here. Lower your right toe down toward the floor. See if you can tap it. And slowly lift it up. And switch. And slowly lift it up. Let's straddle. Bring your right toe just up and overhead. Left toe reaches back. Come back to that wide straddle. And switch. Toes reach to the ceiling, shimmy the shoulders under even more. Let's hold here in that shoulder stand. Spread the toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, bend the knees. Bring the knees into the forehead. Feel okay here. Go ahead and let the knees come either side of the ears for your ear pinning pose, grabbing onto the bottoms of your feet. Eventually we'll meet in happy baby. If you're feeling frisky today, peace fingers will grab your big toes. As you straighten the legs out, walk them a little wider so you've straddled your plow now. And begin to consider that rock and rolling again. So rock up. Maybe you need to bend your elbows like that, or knees like I just did first. Be nice to your neck, please. Eventually happy babies will meet. Ooh. Rock and roll side to side. Maybe chillax. Straighten out the legs. Rock and roll side to side. Continue to see if you can get that low back to the floor as you breathe into your inner thighs. Knees to the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Left foot to the floor. Right ankle to your left knee. Open up that figure 4. Keeping both feet flexed. Lift your left foot off the floor. Interlace your hands around the thigh. Pull that left thigh in toward the body. And then press your right heel toward the left side of your space. Trying to get all the way down to that right sit bone. Take it back to the center, left foot to the floor, cross the legs, knees come to the chest. Straighten out the legs, walk your fingertips along the way. Maybe you've reached the outsides of your feet. Maybe you grab onto your ankles. I want you to bend the knees and pull those feet down. Supine cow face pose. Rocking and rolling the feet from side to side, maybe pulling the feet in each direction so you feel it into your hips and glutes. Again, maybe some of you will have your knees a little closer to facing towards the ceiling. Some of you might have the knees closer to the chest. Play. I want you to find where you're getting your optimal stretch. Left foot to the floor, capital T arms, take a breath in. Keeping legs crossed, if that works for you, begin to set your legs to the left side of your room. The left arm might guide that right side down a little deeper. Keep that right shoulder on the mat. Lift your head. Take your gaze opposite your knees. Close your eyes. And now stop forcing the posture, the twist. Just Just let your body relax into it. Soften. Soften through the jaw. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand comes outside the knee, lift the knees back to the center, uncross the legs. Left ankle comes to the right knee, figure four, open up the fold. Right foot comes off the floor, interlace hands, hold that right thigh in. Pressing the left heel to the right side of your room, just ever so slightly. Back to the center, right foot to the floor, left leg crosses over, right knees to the chest. So you straighten out the legs, our fingertips walk along the shins to grab the outsides of the feet, maybe pulling them down, maybe pulling them out. Oh yeah. And release left foot to the floor, capital T arms, take a breath in, slowly set your legs to the right side of your space. Right hand's gonna guide that leg. You to stretch into your low back. Left arm suction cups your arm and shoulder to the floor, lift your head, take your gaze away from your legs and really embrace the sweetness of this twist. And now let your body soften. Take your gaze back to the center, lift your legs back to the center, uncross the legs, take the knees wide towards the armpit, circle of the ankles. And slowly bring your knees back together to touch forearms around the shins, forehead to the knees, big breath in. And exhale, blossom open into your final resting posture, Shavasana. Arms are at your sides, palms facing out, feet towards the corners of your mat. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, gang. Eyes softly closed, jaws relaxed, tongue drops away from the roof of your mouth. Allowing yourself to embrace this stillness. Giving yourself this time to find stillness, not just of your body, but of your mind. As you take a moment to surrender here in your final resting posture, Shavasana.
Take a moment to wiggle those fingers and toes. Circle those wrists and ankles as we begin to wake ourselves up. We'll be in our forehead, our chin from side to side. Full body stretch, pointed the toes, big breath in. Exhale it out. Slowly bend knees, roll to your right or your left side. Pause in that fetal position for a breath. And as you exhale, begin to press yourself up to a comfortable seat, sitting tall on your mat. Rock and roll those sits bones side to side. Feel one vertebra stack on top of the other. Use your breath, inhale, scoop your biceps to the sky. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Let's take a little twist, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, try the other side. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, prayer to the heart, blink, eyes closed. Just the breath this time. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Last big breath, inhale. Exhale. Okay, thank you for making it to your practice and sharing it with me today. Privileged to guide you and just you at this point. Thumbs to the eyebrows, let's bow forward to see this practice. Namaste. Peace, my friend.